there's one name which I'm sure Arsenal fans would have loved to see play today, but the deal hasn't been officially announced, although multiple reports say the contracts have been signed, the medical has been passed. Eberechi Eze from Crystal Palace, a long time ago. A very famous player joined Arsenal from Crystal Palace at about the same age that Eze is now. He went on to become a Gunners legend. I'm not saying Eze is going to have the same impact as Ian Wright. Very, very few players could. But how exciting is this signing?
It's a great signing. It's a great signing for the money. I think he's a tremendous player. Can play in numerous positions. And, you know, you've got to look at it now. I mean, Arsenal spent 240 million. They've backed the manager. Got to deliver now. Got to deliver. I think they've got the squad. They've got the players. They've got the strength in depth. Got to deliver the league championship now.
Does this tip the scales for you, Gary, in any way? I actually don't know who you're predicting to win the title before this, but since we last spoke on Sunday, the deal for Eze has come through now. So, does that change anything?
Well, basically, they've gone for Eze because they've lost Kai Havertz to an injury. So I think that's forced the issue. But does it? I think they've signed the real deal. It has been officially announced, as in a minute ago. So just want to confirm that. Fine. So for me, Eze is top line. Absolutely. I think he can run games. He can control games. He can dictate games. Very creative, scores goals. When you look at what he's done at Crystal Palace, who, generally speaking, although since Glasner took over there, they've played very well and they've won their first trophy. But a huge part of that is down to the form and performances of Eze. How do you fit everybody in, though, particularly when Havertz comes back? Although I understand squad rotation is important, something which maybe they lacked last season.
Well, listen, 100% they lacked last season. I mean, they lost Saka, they lost Odegaard, Havertz for periods of time during the season. So you need the quality. You're in the Champions League. You've got, you know, 4 trophies that you're competing for. For me, Arteta has to deliver the Champions League or the league title this season. He has to do that. You know, there's no point saying, well, we've come second, we've come second, we've come second. You've got to get over the line now. You can't say... Don't get me wrong. I've been very impressed with what Arteta's done at Arsenal, right? But he can't keep going season after season saying, right, well, he's done a good job. You can't argue that he's not been back now in the transfer market. They've given him the squad. They've given him to do the tools to the job. I honestly believe Arsenal will win the league title this season.
Well, the missing X factor could be Eberechi Eze. Let's not forget Gyökeres, of course, the other big summer signing, or one of. But if we look at the numbers for what Eze offered Crystal Palace last year. Now, this is an average across 90 minutes. His stats compared to Arsenal players. So they're talking shots outside the box, from fast breaks, dribbles completed, chances created, through balls, goal involvements, and you can see why he's such an exciting signing. You can't compare it like for like exactly, because these are stats for Crystal Palace versus stats for Arsenal, but still exciting.
Extremely. You know, when you look at those stats, you know, he leads the way in a number of them, and he's very close in the rest of them. So I think if you put any player in a Crystal Palace side over the last couple of seasons compared to that player being in an Arsenal side, they would find it more difficult at Crystal Palace because the quality isn't there that is at Arsenal. And I'm sure that is obviously one of a couple of attractions for Eze to go to Arsenal, not least of all that he was there as a young schoolboy player as well. And it's kind of a bit of a dream for him to get to that club that arguably rejected him.
They did reject him, and he is also an Arsenal fan. So are you falling into the whole sentimental factor here as well? To play for the club you supported as a child, to be able to turn out for them, to be a summer signing having been let go all those years ago. Do you like those kind of stories, Carlton? Do you not care? Are you cold-hearted? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I'm cold-hearted.
Oh, come on. There's a romantic aspect to it.
Listen, you know, most of us who've gone on to be successful in our careers have been turned down at one point or another by clubs or had disappointments. I was schoolboy at Chelsea. and then had a break, and they reneged on my contract. And you go through these setbacks, and they make you stronger as a player. And undoubtedly, that's been the same for Eze. He'll have a smile on his face that they rejected him, and now they've had to pay 68 million to get him back in. And now he could go and win the league title for them. Okay, there's a bit of romance in football, but the facts are Arsenal have signed a top draw player. Yeah.
No, I love it. I think it's a great story.
Oh, well, he's a sentimental old...
I love it. I think it's a really nice story, but nice stories need to have happy endings, and that happy ending needs to be that Eze is successful there. I don't think he'll have a problem stepping into that arena. I don't think he'll have a problem for 1 minute dealing with the enormity of Arsenal Football Club compared to that of Crystal Palace. And they are chalk and cheese. There's a huge difference. And it is, in my belief and opinion, easier to play at a less demanding club than one that expects elite performances consistently and trophies. And he has been brought to the club to add that little bit to Arteta, which is trophies. Yeah.